Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stone Face Reaction. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and that is Shy, and we are here to watch some Yurei Deco, where last time the story actually started moving in a direction, and it might actually arrive there at this episode. Yeah, we got a exclusive drone flight, local pranksters decide to fly on drones. You won't believe what happens next.
Well, I believe that they find that the boy was actually hiding in a shed or something, right?
Yeah, that story was just a promotional stunt kind of thing.
Not really.
By a complete jerk.
The kid lied. It was promotional.
No, it was the father who was lying.
Well, the idea for promotional is that they're promoting something.
Themselves and money.
I don't think you can promote money.
No, you totally can.
And they weren't like a thing. They were just a family that lied.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and take away my love like there. I'm just gonna press the button. There we go. Alright, I've taken it back.
But I had none
On that note, make sure y'all leave love and likes on the video. Thanks.
Yeah,
comment,
like and
subscribe too while you're down there.
Yeah, all five.
You're there anyway.
All five of you out there watching this.
Pretty close.
Look, I recognize that this show has no audience. We've forced ourselves into this. No one has followed us.
We are the audience.
Hey, it's alright. If we're doing a bit, I'm gonna stick to it.
Yeah.
Alright. So, last time we talked about all the things that had happened. What are we thinking will happen coming up? What is Mark Twain? What is the big reveal here at the end? What's inside of our mystery box?
This is going to be another informational episode, and a lot of stuff is going to appear to happen. But since this is the penultimate episode, at most, we're going to get a revelation about what the thing is. And then we'll resolve that next episode, because I don't assume this is going to be a Lord of the Rings, where the next episode is just a bunch of endings.
I think by the end of the series, Hack will have bitten someone's ankle. That's my prediction.
Yeah, Hack is feral enough for that. Yeah.
Hack is a gremlin.
I definitely agree on the informational side of it. Last time, while they were running around, they were very rapid fire trying to explain some sort of point. It was the whole, don't build stuff on lies, but also I'm really good at lying stuff they were talking about before. I still have no idea where they're going with it.
Okay, I'm going to make a pitch to you. And this is the only way I think this show could ever get me back again.
Okay, shoot. What do you got?
Halfway through this episode, like the start of the episode, right? Our main characters get to the floating island. And we get up there, and they discover the true nature of reality, which is that everything, how they've been like the Deco stuff is you can make yourself look like anything? They've been imposing that on everybody. Nobody looks like they actually look like. They shut the system down, and it goes to live action. And we're in a gritty post-apocalypse. Everyone is a dirtier real-life version of who they are.
Oh, God. Please?
That would be positively... I want to see how they replicate the smiley smile. That would be positively
Wouldn't exist. No, that's what I'm saying. The Deco stuff, they turn it all off. This has all been the bright and happy government's trying to make you forget that there was a war, and this is the post-apocalypse, and all we had
we're
left...
going for the Big O angle.
And all we had left was virtual technology.
We know for a fact that they're doing that with the overworld of everything. There's no reason why they're not doing it with everyone else, I'm
going like the third tier lie, and that none of this was actually animation. They just made them all look that way, and then live action behind.
Here's
That'd
my
be fucking
pitch.
Hilarious.
Mark Twain, the floating island, turns into a giant robotic peacock that shoots laser beams, and then Grandma has to get into a giant bed and then fight in a kaiju battle.
What if the
that would be what would bring it back for me.
What if the zoo professor was actually literal Mark Twain?
You know what? I would go for that too. Just I've been hanging around.
What if we get to the end of this episode and we go again live action of a book being closed, and it's just a guy telling his child a bedtime story, and the rest of it is literally an episode of Dallas.
Sorry,
God.
You started talking about the book, And I just pictured the opening to Shrek. He's like, yeah, like that'll ever happen. And Smash Mouth.
Oh, I was
That would be
thinking.
a bold way to end the
I was
series.
thinking the middle parts of the Deadpool second movie, where he's
Oh,
making
yeah,
fun
yeah.
of the other movie. But
Did
you know,
you see yesterday they confirmed Deadpool 3 and Hugh Jackman's coming back as Wolverine?
are you talking about the first tweet or the
Oh
second
heck
tweet?
yeah!
I don't remember. All I know is that I saw it.
The first tweet is Ryan Reynolds talking about it, and Hugh Jackman walks along the background. Says, "Hey, Hugh, you want to be Wolverine one more time?" Yeah, sure, Ryan. Why not? And then there's a second tweet with just Hugh and Ryan sitting on the couch together, and they just start discussing what the movie is supposed to be about and how it doesn't ruin Logan. And then they just play music over them, talking the entire time. And then
I
they
love
just
that.
both thank Kevin Feige
You know,
at the end. And thank the MCU.
Deadpool 3 would have been the perfect time to just like experiment with the new Logan because it would be completely risk free, right?
I mean, it would have been. They haven't made it yet.
It would have been, is what I'm saying. So
Will have been?
that's a shame, but hey, more Hugh Jackman. I could get behind that.
I love a Hugh Jackman.
Do you love Yurei
got 'em.
Deco is the question.
No. So
Well,
yeah,
we're
no,
here
I'm just
anyway.
saying that
I need
there's no
Wolverine
better
Yurei
Wolverine.
Deco.
My problem is that when they recast like all of the X-Men for the new movies, I'm in with the people we've got. Like, it was hard enough to go past the 90s X-Men for like the younger versions. But now, I do it again. That's gonna be harder than a fourth Spider-Man. It's like I'm already
Oh
here.
yeah,
I mean, the
relying
easiest
on
way
an
to do
all-star cast is
Spider-Man,
gonna be hard.
the easiest way to continue Spider-Man in the MCU right now is Miles Morales.
Yeah.
They've established Aaron Davis as a character. They said he's got a nephew, and by God, Miles is popular right now.
Well, I'm saying it's like a
Nice.
fourth Peter Parker, though, not a new.
Oh yeah, no, you can't do Peter. We've done the Peter stories. Let's take a break. We'll go back. There's more, but there's other Spider heroes
With
that are
great
awesome.
power comes great continual reboots.
Everybody wants Spider May. Bring us Spider
What do you
May.
mean, Spider-Gwen?
That would be hilarious.
No, Spider May, where Aunt May became the spider hero.
Aunt May is like, my husband died in a freak crime accident, and now I
think
also
it was-
got bit
To
by
be
a
fair,
spider.
Aunt May has to die. Oh, never mind. I don't want to spoil things.
Don't want to spoil Spider-Man. The
No, I don't
want
want to spoil a movie that's only been out for, what, 2 years now?
Oh, right. No, I thought you were gonna say I'm gonna spoiler Uncle Ben dies in most
Okay,
Spider-Man's movies.
what I will spoil is the comic that I'm trying to reference, where Aunt May gets sniper shot.
Oh, damn.
Peter Parker is during one of the Civil Wars, he was responsible for Civil Wars, where Peter
There
Parker
were, yeah.
agrees with Tony Stark and comes out publicly, hey, I'm Spider-Man. And, I mean, obviously they do that in the movies, but, and then a sniper shoots on May, and this falls into one of those, like, devil's bargains where Peter gives up some fundamental aspect of himself and a devil's bargain to bring Aunt May back to life. Oh, I think that's the one where he gives up his marriage.
Oh, wow.
He does that.
One More Day,
more
was that
often
what it was
than he wants
called?
to.
Well, yeah, but
think
this
so.
was the big one. Like the first time it happened, and everyone got fucking lost their minds. And rightly so, by the way.
Oh yeah.
It's like, Aunt May's had enough time. Fucking done with Aunt May. Give us the fucking marriage and the happy life that we want our main characters to have. Fucking,
Spider-Man's not allowed to be happy.
fucking Aunt May's been around
That's
for
the point.
90 damn years. Aunt May, if Aunt May was alive, she would have sacrificed herself.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This makes no goddamn sense.
So, let's go ahead and watch Spider-Man 2 here.
Alright,
Can we
loading
watch
it up.
Spider-Man 3 instead?
Let's watch the latest Spider-Man movie.
I liked it. I'll watch that again.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
Right.
So are we just gonna load up Spider-Man 3 in the box and is it labeled as Yurei Deco 11? So
I
I'm
think
sure
let's
YouTube
plan,
will
yeah.
love that.
in
one.
100% honesty, I'm down for it. You guys got another hour
do
and a
the
half to kill.
Morbius to it.
You guys got another
Takes
2 hours to kill. I'm 100% down for any amount of William Dafoe over Yurei Deco 11.
find the GIF of the entire Spider-Man trilogy and just put that in like the corner as we watch.
No, we would literally have
That's
to do it
funny.
if we were going to do it. If this was a
Dude,
bit,
put Morbius in. It's the same thing. It's a Spider-Man.
if this was a bit, we would have to actually do the bit. Otherwise, there's no.
I'll have to find it later. Anyway, let's go and watch.
Oh no, I just forgot to hit play. I guess I'll sit here for 24 minutes.
Oh
I'm
no.
fucking dead.
And the robot dies again. Yeah, they won't believe any of this shit, so you gotta tell them directly.
Go, Helper, go.
It's only something you could do. Or I guess a paper airplane if I just threw it.
One foot stance and one hand on the rope for as long as it seems to be taking them to go up there would be hell, honestly.
Theta, I think you might be onto something. Did you see how that was just like the city was one shape and there's nothing around it?
Yeah. Oh, I think they did that before in the VR thing where they were showing it's an island in the middle of goddamn nowhere.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
One more hypothetical possibility. The Red Dwarf angle. They all wake up and this was all actually a mystery VR game that they were trying to solve. They didn't check their swimming certificate and see like the hidden code inside of it, you know. They didn't do any of the plot lines. They just kind of got lost for like 7 years in the
Dewey
VR.
is the best character in Red Dwarf that never existed. And yet got 2 episodes.
Talkie Toaster is still my favorite.
Because you remember they did that thing twice. Their VR woke up from VR twice.
Oh, was that within the same episode too?
No. 2 different episodes. They pulled the you've actually been in VR the whole time as the same characters.
Look, all I'm saying is my swimming certificate doesn't have any hidden messages in it. I looked.
It'd be like if you one day woke up and you were some other guy from VR and you had to prove to yourself, no, my real life was real the whole time. This VR thing is the fake thing. But then you did it again. Like it happens. And like, okay, maybe this is real life. Because, I mean, it'd be weird. It'd be a different thing if you, like, woke up from VR as somebody else. It's like, okay, you're just trying to trick me a second time. No, the fact you woke up from VR as the same person again. Wait a second.
It's like, wait a second. No, I am this loser slob. Oh, no.
What if it's floating islands all the way up? Of just slightly smaller proportion. Like Russian nesting dolls of Mark Twain Islands.
It's all to take the curious and have them exposed to less and less oxygen until they can't make it anymore. And
honestly,
they're dead.
This whole time they've been talking about like the floating island in the sky. I don't know if either of y'all played Final Fantasy 13, but I'm picturing like Cocoon.
I've seen it, I think.
I've only gotten as far as 12 or 11.
Okay.
I can't remember the one that the special edition had like a gold metal box with it.
Probably 12 because 11 was the MMO.
It's the one with the cat girl.
The first MMO.
Sorry, not the cat girl. The bunny girl.
Bunny girl. Yeah, 12.
I think cat was 10.
My disc got ruined halfway through. So
honestly, your disc did you a favor. That game is.
Well, I'm gonna get there eventually. I still haven't started 7 again.
Honestly, 12 is one of the most cult following Final Fantasies there are because you either love it or you hate it, and there's not really an in-between within the community.
I still haven't decided when I'm gonna start playing 7 yet.
7 or 7 Remake?
7. I'm going the path, remember?
Yeah. I remember now.
I mean, I really want to play Remake, but
yeah,
I gotta follow the path. By the time I've done my path, I'm gonna have all of the Remake stuff. It's gonna be out, so.
Yeah. I'm really excited for the Crisis Core remake. Zack Fair was one of my favorite characters growing up.
I can't wait for the remake of the first-person shooter with Vincent.
Dirge of Cerberus?
The one everyone hates. I can't wait to get that remade.
Oh man, that would be something. Gosh, I'm sorry I'm yawning so much today.
Now, excuse me while I go appraise all these diamonds.
バックアップデータの超再現空間にアクセスできる。そしてそのデータの中に怪人ゼロの謎を解く鍵が必ずある。わかった。ここから先は私たちに任せて。
I'm really just waiting for Phantom Zero to not be a person.
Phantom Zero is an idea.
A bug in the
A
system.
symbol.
情報を操作することも可能だ。ここのどこかにいるはずの怪人ゼロを捕まえて、幽霊探偵団が怪人ゼロではないということを証明する。心得た。ピン。
I'm not sure
think that
proving your
matters.
innocence is like on the table, honestly.
I don't think it matters either way in a society like this.
We'll prove our innocence. Oh, they deleted it. Shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Guess we didn't count on that thing that they've been doing to us this whole time.
Hey, you remember that time they literally erased your existence?
Remember the
Oh, you
last
don't? Alright.
7 episodes where they've proven that truth isn't a reality? Fake news.
I feel like this okay, hear me out. If this show was a movie and they, like, trimmed things out, I feel like it could have been good.
Oh yeah, this could totally been a movie, right?
I feel like it could have been good if they made it a movie.
To answer Griff's question, no. This could not have been a movie. Nobody would have greenlit it.
都市伝説は本当だった。マーク・トゥエインは神の力を持つ天国。人工知能エンジニアアナリティカはこのマーク・トゥエインを作るために存在した。怪人ゼロは何のために存在する？怪人ゼロ、お前はどこにいる？
ここにこの島の情報が全部あるってすごくない？知りたいこと何でも
Yeah, super crazy that a computer has backups.
調べたいことなんかないの？ギンギラ。そうだけど家族のこととかさ。家族？いるんでしょ？本当のパパとママ。
Bit late in the series to be bringing this up.
知らないの？
Well,
She's kind of, like, thought about it a few times, though.
Yeah, but we had a
At
whole
least once.
argument about breaching a friend's privacy.
Yeah.
oh wow, it even records the episode here. They got a real backup.
Wait. My question would be like, wait, who was recording that? Who was standing right there with the camera?
They got the whole series on VHS before the movie's even released.
So is this the clip show episode?
I will be slightly upset if so.
It's not an info dump, it's an info reminder.
And now they're just gonna be in jail forever and forgotten.
So I was waiting for your dog to bark. Any emotional scene of Yurei Deco has to be accompanied by a dog bark.
Honestly, I was kind of waiting for my cat to start screaming at my door. Yes, they do.
Don't you have to be a boy to be Yuri?
Well, it depends on how you're looking at the word Yuri.
Exactly. Oh man, she's crying strawberry. So I have no emotions anymore. Oh, look, it's a small girl cry. Let me laugh at the color of her tears. By the way, it's just a clip show episode.
Yeah, I'd like for this to end. I'm yawning more. They're showing me things I've seen already.
Oh, that's the worst workspace layout. Imagine them.
Just everything
man.
cluttered in a pile in the center.
It's
Oh
literally,
yeah, that's my workflow right
Literally the
there.
equivalent of just throwing all your paperwork across your desk and trying to figure out which paper you needed.
It makes me think of back when I used to share a computer with my little sibling, and
Oh, they got Wi-Fi.
they would
signals.
just throw all the icons all over the desktop, like wherever.
I mean, I did that when I was 20. I had more icons on my desktop than literally the desktop had space for. Like, I had to rearrange by type
Ugh,
or size to get some back on the screen.
探してくれていた
goodness. No, I can't do that. I need my folders.
No, I have 2 screens, so it's not a problem.
Having 3 screens is pretty helpful.
I don't have room for 3 screens.
I bought an entire new desk for it, I'm gonna be honest.
This is my dresser. I have a screen on top of it.
There you
I
go.
used to use an old shoddy desk that could barely hold 2 monitors. It could barely stand. I was surprised it did.
Well, Dad got arrested. Oh, they both got arrested.
ゴジゴジ
Yeah, we saw that at the end of the last episode.
Well, I saw that they got confronted. I didn't... This...
パパとママ
If you're saying all that happened last episode, then yeah, more clip show.
どうしよ
Yeah,
う
it did.
私のせいでパパとママが大変なことになっちゃったじゃあ大変を全
Oh, so being a public agitator
削除って
and an anarchist against the government
管理者運じゃ
gets your parents in trouble.
それって
This almost cartoonish show teaching kids lessons about how to have the power dynamic in any encounter with your parents.
私がパパとママの子供だって情報もなく
That's right, kids. Threaten your parents with arrest.
That's
You'll
right, kid.
get anything you want.
That's right, kids. Threaten your kids.
だってパパとママの子供じゃない
No, because your mom said if something's really important, it can't be deleted.
ふーんよくわか
I
る
I thought she said it's important.
情報なんて
Even if it's deleted, it doesn't matter because it just remains
ガ
true.
ジガジがパパとママを
Yeah,
この
same thing.
目ん玉で見てパパとママがガジガジ
You're
をこの
correct,
目ん
but
玉で見れば
basically same thing.
それが本当でそれが
The point is deleting it
Card
doesn't
time.
make the
Card
difference.
time. Start card time. Let's not fight.
どういうことだここにいるのは怪人ゼロじゃないのかマーク・トゥエインの全ての権限を持っているのはインジャンクション上
That's my new cyberpunk character.
ないな
Injunction Joe. I like that.
Or the next game I play that has a lawyer job.
緊急事態発
I think you've been served with an injunction, Joe.
生ひとまず逃げるぞ
I like that. That's pretty good. It's got a ring to it.
The robots.
That's a tag team partnership of Just In Case and Injunction Joe.
緊急事態だ怪人ゼロの一味が逃亡した容疑者のノブが施設の壁を破壊し侵入した模様捜索部隊を派遣しろ怪人ゼロ捕獲作戦でほぼ全部隊を3区に派遣しているためこちらの施設に向かうまでに時間がかかりますまずいな監視カメラのデータはどうなってる
まだ猫です。現在解除中ですが、手がかりがないため復帰のめどが立ちません。
くそ一体どうなってるんだ
I guess it's not a super surveillance society because this small group of people had enough wads of paper to throw over every camera. And I guess every camera is obvious because otherwise they would have to throw over a bunch of tiny hidden cameras.
Right.
You know, like the Truman Show that China might be. Sorry, my head's just stuck in China.
It's a surveillance state, but it's not a very good one.
これからどう
It's a surveillance state on the level of, like, traffic cameras at best.
Which is honestly probably true of reality.
Well, yeah, because traffic cameras exist.
Well, I mean, because also that's probably the pure extent anyone actually bothers with.
Well, I mean, they're not pulling, like, the
That is an adorable rabbit.
Let's get the
avatar.
security camera footage from across the street. And now can we see the reflection in the windows of the people walking by? They're not pulling CSI little shit.
集まってるんだから本当ならきっと新しいイベントが始まったんだ
Yo, is that Pikachu?
Sorry, I was looking on the right with Jesus with blue punching gloves on.
Yo, what?
Jesus ready to go down.
Jesus in a white getup with like blue
And in the
boxing
blue
gloves.
corner, the Son of God himself,
He was sitting
the
down.
Messiah.
Yeah, he was sitting on. Well, I guess that's a South Park thing. I guess you would see that in South Park.
I actually did see that episode of South
Yeah,
Park.
the one where he gets like super ripped.
He's got like a boxing match with Satan, right?
外出たいの
Oh, I forgot about that one too. That's
Way early on.
Yeah, there was a later one apparently where they get super ripped. By Jesus just doing just on Jesus-y things. I mean, I don't want to be insulting, but it really feels like there's a reason she wears a gas mask all the time.
It is unsettling, isn't it? Some real Joker stuff.
たちはどうしたそうか無事に天国に向かったか
No, I mean they died. I mean they all died. This is my colloquial way of saying
No, no,
They're
they
Not a
went
metaphor,
to,
it's true.
they went to capital H heaven, bro.
そうだ俺たちが迎えに行くってのはどうだ
あら素敵じゃない天国に行ったまま帰ってこれ
I'm sorry, when you say it sounds lovey, do you mean it sounds money? Or
目には目をゼロにはゼロだぜ
we're using that word the same way that Eskimos use like words for snow. Which meaning do you mean? Well, the dog is in the room, so we can expect an emotional scene to get ruined any moment.
Oh, absolutely.
None of you watched the Felix the Cat movie, did you?
これからどうする
I've never
Oh, I
even
totally
watched
have.
Felix
They
the
look
Cat.
exactly the same. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, except mine is like pops of smoke coming out from
正
underneath.
義の中心だ
いよいよだね
They're just the same model as every other robot so far, but they're just black now.
ここでちんたらしてないでギンギラ捕まえに行こうぜ
Well, I mean, they're the first ones I can remember that are
まさか
like security robots.
ギンギラうわなんだこれやんのかこらギンギラ
And the gremlin's been taken away.
You showed them.
Dead.
あれガジガジフィンドナ
Boss battle time.
出たなギンギ
I will be ambivalent, I guess. I'm not gonna be mad. I'm just gonna be ambivalent if it turns out this all ends in like a fight, and then nothing really is explained or happens, or
再現空間に組み込まれたんだ
Yo,
Yo, hold up. What if Phantom Zero is Hack's parents? And that's why they decided to bring it up this episode.
急ぐぞ
that'd be crazy.
they're imprisoned right now, though.
やいギンギラこっちはお前のせい
No, Hack's
Oh,
parents.
hack. Sorry. Ambivalent.
今日こそお前
I told you how many things can be solved with an airplane. Paper airplane. See, hack had one on him.
Oh, looks like they learned. They're done with the bullshit.
Is this Golden Experience Requiem?
You will never arrive at the true hack.
It's reducing everything to zero. That's Golden Experience Requiem's power.
お前を捕まえる
Oh, the same thing you did last time. Literally the last time we found this character, you did this.
I have more zeros than you have airplanes.
It's literally easier to multiply by 0 than any other number.
Why would that work? Why would that work?
Because they clearly do not have any peripheral vision.
Well, I mean, congratulations, though. This is like virtual reality. You've defeated my avatar, but I'm still a program. So,
してやるぜ
Right?
you
Turns
defeated...
out I don't have an HP meter or anything.
Or what is
Huh?
that? It's a person.
Yeah.
That was Xehanort.
ここが
I
バイルディングコアシステム
know who that is.
ここに怪人ゼロがいる
It's alright. We were making Kingdom Hearts jokes earlier with the Keyblades. I'm just keeping it up.
Oh, you expect me to know any of the bad guys' names from Kingdom Hearts? You are out.
I'm saying things to say them. If one of our 5 viewers knows Kingdom Hearts, they'll have a chuckle.
I'm just thinking about every time there's if it's not from the Kingdom Hearts first one, where there's Ansem, and then just a bunch of well-known Disney villains. If you're talking about the second one, that council of... I was about to say nobodies, but they're literally a council of nobodies. A council of people who just got made up for the
Organization
game.
13.
People who got made up for the game,
Yeah.
who I would have no chance of remembering. And only one of
okay.
them was important anyway. And it could have been the one you were naming, I still wouldn't fucking know.
Xehanort is... you know what? We're not gonna... Well, if you want to talk about it off screen sometime, I'll talk to you, but it'll take hours.
Doesn't even matter, I haven't played
Yeah,
the
I know.
game since
I
I
know.
owned a system.
I'm just
Come
stopping
back
myself
next time
before
to
I go on a
Stone Face
tangent.
Reaction for the Kingdom Hearts discussion.
I'm gonna give you the Kingdom Hearts lore review.
We already missed that when I failed to record you saying all the names of the games in order.
Oh, you know what? That did happen.
Finn breaks out a gun.
Nope,
I
you
broke
guessed
down
right,
the
yeah.
entire Kingdom Hearts chronology at the beginning of one of these episodes, and it didn't make it.
No, you did it in the pre-episode, before we start recording
Yeah.
or anything.
Yeah. It just didn't make it. We're not recording.
These are the worst security bots ever.
Arguably not, though.
I guess they do at least find them every now and then and come in force, forcing them to flee. But they are not good at searching for anything.
I mean, I'm just saying you used the word ever. I think given 5 minutes of not reacting to an episode, I can come up with a lot of worse examples.
Oh, there they go.
Busted.
If only I only didn't dress like somebody who had martial arts skills.
I wanted him to break out a sword or a gun. That would have been amusing.
Yeah, as briefly as discussed in another episode, no matter what the cartoon, entirely okay to kill robots. That's why
They're
they
not
did it.
alive. Why does it matter?
That's why they did it in the 80s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We didn't want to watch, or the censors, whoever didn't want to watch violence on TV, can't kill the foot members if they're human. Perfectly okay if you slash them in half with a sword, and it turns out they're a robot. And that's why those people are going to be killed by Roko's Basilisk in the far future.
I really do like the show's ending theme, though.
Ambivalent.
That's fine. I get it. I
This
still
is
get it.
not going to make it into my EDs.
Oh, definitely not. But yeah,
I
still
started putting
appreciate
a
it.
list together, and so far I've only got 5.
Oh, nice. I
Four.
know.
Oh
I
gosh,
know a
I'll have to
couple
actually
that are gonna
remember
be
a
on
whole
my
bunch of
list.
My
endings. My
problem.
problem with the anime endings is that anime endings are so good. There's so many more good ones as opposed to openings as far as personal preference goes.
No, that's
Oh, absolutely.
personal preference is my problem, is that the ones I like didn't make any lists, so they're very hard for me to remember.
Very valid.
Just go watch every single anime you've ever seen before again. That's easy, right?
But that's a secondary problem, is I never kept a good My Anime list or anything like that, so
Me neither.
I don't have an easily to recall list of anime that I enjoyed.
I'm a person who hates being organized.
I tried at one point, but I tried making a list well after I'd forgotten a bunch of anime, and then gave up doing it, so a bunch of anime came after. I just don't have any record of.
Mhm.
Well, as
So
far
let's-
as Yurei Deco goes,
yeah.
we got a little bit of action. I really just feel like they're copy pasting the fight scenes.
Right, yeah, it doesn't feel like the Hack versus Zero fights really play out any differently.
Like,
Not
they're fun,
necessarily.
but I'm like, yo, didn't he do this last time? And maybe the time before that too? Like, you guys are like, that's the same move. And I'm like, yeah, it's the
Yeah,
same
I guess it's
move.
entirely motif at this point, right?
Yeah. But I mean, you know, it worked this time because the plot said it worked.
Mm-hmm. And I guess
Well,
they
it
did
looked
learn at
like,
least one thing.
yeah, it looked like the person behind the avatar, I don't think it's a face we've seen so far.
Maybe it was just Granny the whole time.
Which is kind of leading me back to they're related to hack thing, probably.
If it
But
was
I just,
Granny, it was a version of Granny that opens her eyes all the way.
right?
Yeah.
But otherwise, after it's not somebody we recognize. Although I can imagine somebody hitting us up the same way Summertime Render has. Of, oh no, it's been out there. You're just not fucking paying attention because you don't care about the show. Whereas this time, it would be a hard agree because, unlike Summertime Render, don't give a shit.
Right.
Yeah, like the problem with this, as opposed to Summertime Render, is we cared for a while, and we kept trying to, even when the show was deterring us. This one
It's already
didn't really
exhausted
like.
our goodwill.
If Summertime
Yeah.
Render was a boat, we've had sometimes thought about jumping off of the boat, but we never really have. And even if you could consider us have jumped off the boat, we're probably still tied to it and being dragged along. So
I was gonna say we're going down with the ship regardless.
we're still following the boat. Whereas this one, we have talked about a lot of things that were not Yurei Deco today.
I feel like, can I be honest? Like, sometimes it feels like our Yurei Deco show is our show to just like, it's on while we're hanging out. Like, we're just kind of doing whatever, talking about whatever.
I mean, to the very least amount of credit, I didn't put on a pair of sunglasses and fall asleep.
That's true. You're not giving it the Tomodachi game treatment. So I got to give you respect for that.
It's a lot of
We've
flashing
at least avoided
lights,
that.
a lot of flashing lights in color, and not a lot of quick flashes of screens full of text and meaningless flashbacks in a dull gray to black color.
Look, here, I'll just give you this novel to read instead of watching Tomodachi Game. It'll be easier to digest.
Probably would be
Basically.
the novelization of Tomodachi game.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Did anyone but me have thoughts on the episode here?
Oh, absolutely. Like, I want them to start explaining things like what is the point of everything, what is the purpose of this show. But there wasn't any of that this episode, so I'm like slightly disappointed. I wanted the build up to that.
I mean, I think like they've already committed one of the cardinal sins of 11th episode sorry. 11th episode, end of show reveal. Big Bad is a character you've not met before.
Oh, absolutely. It's not related to anyone. We don't know who it is. We don't know what their purpose is. So everything has to be in the last episode. And now everyone's captured we're at the end of the action. All that's left now is the end of Evangelion, where it's just going to be Shinji talking for like 20 minutes and then his congratulations, you know?
Well, I'm about to say something that I love saying, and I've said it a lot through a lot of these things. Griffin, you're wrong.
Okay.
Nobody's captured. Literally nobody.
Didn't they
They got
just
surrounded, but we didn't really
These
see any.
two of them are in the VR. One of them is carrying those two. They're surrounded by Griffin, what did you say? The most incompetent security robots of all time. And literally everybody else has just been shown to have broken out of their cells and are on the run. So literally nobody, according to yourself, Griff, is in danger right now.
That's also true. They're not in danger, but they are in a position where the three people who are currently driving the action are probably not going to be doing more action, and the people who are going to be doing action will show at the very end as the whole place explodes with a helicopter.
Well, I don't know if you missed it while we were making fun of the show. Everybody that's on the ground who's escaped are now making their way up to heaven.
That's what they said they're doing. They just haven't showed how yet.
I don't think it matters. Once you've, well, I've already forgotten what they're called.
So that's why I said they're going to show up at
Once
the
you've
end.
quadroned your way into the air, I don't think it matters. They could literally just inflate a balloon with their own breath, and it floats them up into the air. As much as physics and logic make sense anymore.
The
Oh my
grinding
God,
deck
you
is
got
going to
me.
turn to balloon. Yeah, you're right, actually.
Good. I mean, what
It
makes
will.
sense
It
is
will. You're right.
it's a bed that catches meteors. Again, doesn't matter.
What are the limits of this universe? We don't know. They don't exist.
I feel like I'm not feeling very, very positive about the last episode, though. Not that I felt positive about the rest of it. But,
Fair.
like, we in the last couple of minutes, we pointed out, yo, they still got to do this, and this. There's 23 minutes of a show left, counting intro and ending credits.
And if I know how it goes, they will not actually address all of it.
Or
positive.
they're going to dump it all at once.
I'm extremely positive about the last episode. Have you ever watched, I know it's this thing I go on every time. Have you watched?
Hey, it's alright, you never know.
I might as well have a show called Have You Watched? Where we just discuss shit you haven't watched.
The
Yeah,
podcast.
honestly,
There you go.
let's talk about it, yeah.
No, Red Letter Media. Have you ever watched Red Letter Media's
yeah.
Best of the Worst?
I've watched various bits
Where
of podcasts.
some of the best videos they watch are literally like 19-minute videos. And they're the best because they were 19 minutes long. Versus even the best of the worst stuff, which could be an hour and 60 minutes or whatever.
Mhm.
The best shit is the shortest shit. I am excited for the last episode because it is the last episode.
Yeah, I guess where I'm going with this is like as someone who wants to try and care about the media, because I definitely was one of the main pushers for this one because it was like, oh, Summer Wars vibes, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling confident that they're going to do everything they need to do in that frame and have it feel satisfying in any capacity.
Like, I know we joked about like watching Spider-Man instead, but I would honestly say if we just swapped out the last episode here with like maybe any random episode of Serial Experiments Lay-In, it would probably make just as much sense.
You know, Griff, what I have to say now is that what are they called? The people that are on set during a movie? Continuity. The continuity expert. What I have to say now, Griff, is that your reference there is going to make no fucking sense. Now, all the stuff that we said about the Spider-Man happened after you said, okay, let's watch, and before the countdown to start the episode. So
Let me go ahead and re-explain to the viewers then. We were joking that why don't we just watch Spider-Man, and we were totally down to watch just 2.5 hours of a movie instead. But my suggestion here is more temporal, which is they gotta pull out like a whole lot of explanation, and it's gonna be 23 minutes of talking if it's going to be any good. But whatever explanation they have for it may as well be any explanation at all.
It's not going to be 23 minutes of talking. It's going to be, well, for one thing, it's going to be like 20 minutes because these episodes have beginnings and endings. And additionally, it's going to be a lot of flashbacks to remind us of shit that any adult would remember, but this is clearly made for a child. And also, on top of that, I imagine it's going to be half action scenes. And by action scenes, I mean a person is going to throw a paper airplane at another person. And then,
Right.
on top of that, there's going to be a lot of hallway running. I, in fact, possibly anticipate whoever is behind the Phantom Zero avatar might not even be explained. They might defeat them and not explain it.
I'm
I'd
gonna
be
put
fine
a
with
dollar
that.
down on someone saying the word human instrumentality. That's all I'm gonna say.
Made for children. Griff.
My big thing is I just don't want them to be related to Hack. Hack has spent this whole time being like, nah, I'm good. I don't need that. I've got my fam. I'm doing what I'm doing.
You've jinxed it.
If they force it like Barry has been doing,
You remember
It will be
I'm
the
upset.
weakest ending I could
six
imagine, yeah.
episodes Barry tried to break into Hack's life by looking them up. This episode, out of the blue, for no reason, let's talk about your parents.
Let's
So-
go
Yeah,
ahead and get a closer.
That's
here.
what's gonna happen. That's why I'm thinking
It's
on
gonna
it.
happen.
Like, it's what's going to happen, and I don't want it to.
Either
Let's
that,
hit a closer. I got
either
one more
that,
question.
or it all becomes live action, and we get the most amazing closer
I do
to a
want that.
series of all time.
I do want that.
I
So let
can't-
me hit you guys
real
up.
quick.
I really want to know.
Real quick before Griff, what was the name of the anime? I want to say it was Outlaw Star. Did you ever watch that one?
Yes.
I don't
Not
think I've
you.
ever
I'm
heard
talking
of
about
it.
the one who's never watched anything.
I don't think I've ever even heard of that.
You've never. God damn it! Watch Outlaw Star. It's amazing. There's an anime where the outro, the ending, is literally live action for no goddamn reason.
That's fun.
I want to say it was Outlaw Star, but I can't remember.
Fully Cooley ends it with like, just random real life Vespa pictures.
No, maybe it was Fooly Cooley then. I can't remember.
I mean, the credit sequence definitely has like real life photography.
So it's not unprecedented, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And
Right.
while Griff is giving us his pitch, I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Okay.
And like honestly, I love when shows will suddenly like blindside you with a sudden, hey, this is mad different. Let's go.
Yeah,
Have
if
fun.
maybe a complete twist would like work here.
I
So
love out of
while
nowhere
Theta's looking it up,
twists.
I'll go ahead and start with you, Shai, and I'll ask, what is the worst possible way that this series could end?
It's Hack's parent.
It's Hack's parent. That's an incredible answer. I
It's
think
Hack's
my
parent.
answer.
They do nothing to explain anything, and the combat still sucks. That's the worst possible ending.
They have a boss battle with his mom. Yeah.
It's like he doesn't care. It's not relevant to him. If they're going to do it, assert the fact that he really doesn't give a shit. This is a stranger to him and always will be. That's the only way that'll be okay.
The worst possible ending for me is that they go, well, you know, the Panopticon is actually kind of okay. Lying to people makes them happy, and that's all we wanted to do. And then they just ended there. It's like, wait a second, what?
Nobody that's watched this anime up to this point would understand what that fucking even meant. This anime has been so based the entire way through.
Exactly.
That hitting anybody with high concept is... You're just gonna lose it.
Right, it's why it would be the worst. They would suddenly transition to it and also pick the worst message and then just end it. What about you? What is your worst possible ending?
I already described it. It's literally gonna be how the anime ends.
I thought that was your best possible ending.
No, it's half action, running down hallways, throwing paper airplanes at people. The big bad is someone we've never met before and it's not gonna be explained. Everything I just said previously.
They just jump off and it explodes and it's over.
I'm sorry, I think you thought there was a difference between me explaining how the next episode's gonna happen and the worst case scenario, that there was gonna be a difference between those two things. And also, I could not figure out what anime I was talking about. Searching anime credits live action just gets me a lot of Cowboy Bebop discussion. Well, also searching anime ED live action is just talking about Radical Ed from Cowboy Bebop 2, so any variation of search text has gotten me nothing.
Alright, well, our search has failed, but I think it's time to go ahead and wrap it up then. So, this has been Stoneface Reaction, everybody. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and that is Shai, and we will catch you for the last episode of Yurei Deco next time. See you, everybody. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?